The Democrats do not want my father to run. They don't like his voice. They don't like his voice for a whole lot of reasons, because he's proven them wrong on just about every single thing that he's ever said. Everything that he's ever said was right.
Despite the delusions of Eric Trump, everything his daddy says is not exactly right. Just ask the Justice Department, which is now asking a federal court to hold the former president in contempt. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your legal analyst, Adrienne Lawrence. The Justice Department has asked a federal judge to hold Donald Trump in contempt of court for failing to comply with the subpoena. The subpoena was issued this past summer, ordering the former president to turn over records marked classified. This per CNN. The development comes after Trump's legal team said it conducted searches at 4 locations just before Thanksgiving, finding 2 documents with classified markings at a storage facility in Florida. The Trump team turned over those 2 documents to the FBI and announced to the federal judge in Washington, D.C. that they believed Trump was now in compliance with a 6-month-old subpoena. The Justice Department, however, disagrees with that notion of Trump being in compliance, and thus they've asked the Chief Judge Beryl Howell of the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, who oversees federal grand juries, to find Trump in contempt. Unfortunately, we won't have the deets on this because the contempt request has been filed under seal and grand juries operate out of the public eye. But of course, because there are leaks in the media, that's how we know the intel. We also know that the contempt hearing is set for Friday. Now, if Trump is held in contempt, he could basically face a small fine, imprisonment, or both. Now, while it'll likely be a fine, which isn't a big deal for this supposed billionaire that is Donald Trump, it very much would not be a good look for him either. Also per CNN. The proceedings ratchet up the pressure on Trump as he faces possible criminal liability in the Mar-a-Lago documents, investigation being conducted by special counsel Jack Smith. It also adds another chapter to the ongoing struggle for federal officials to reclaim government records, especially those that contain national security secrets from Trump after his administration ended. Asking the court to hold Trump in contempt is a big move for the government, but it's also quite appropriate and long overdue. The former president has shown himself to be uncooperative, flaunting the legal system in his refusal to comply with the law. The courts and DOJ need to stop pussyfooting with Trump and start treating the man like he's a member of a marginalized group who has been running a criminal enterprise. Because this delay of justice is not only denying justice to we the people, but it's also signaling to those 1%ers out there and people of privilege that they can get away with just about anything. As far as I'm concerned, Attorney General Merrick Garland keeps saying that no one's above the law while Trump continues to be allowed to be lawless. I really wish Garland wouldn't just talk about it, but also be about it. And as far as I'm concerned with this contempt hearing, it's great that Trump is being called out, and hopefully this maybe incentivizes Trump to actually make sure he returns all of the documents that are so secretive to the United States. But I don't necessarily think even holding him in contempt will get him to comply. Then again, those are just my thoughts. You let me know yours in the comments below. Hit that like and follow button, and thanks so much for watching.